ultimate metric, is how do we know we've advanced in the year 3000 from the year 2000? And that is, are we more sophisticated in mathematics than we were? And the reason I say that is, I thought a lot about what that metric is for a civilization. Okay. And, how do you measure, us versus, the Romans versus Neanderthals, or, like some distant ancestor of Homo sapiens? Fundamentally what makes us human is technological advancement, and fundamentally the core of technological advancement is mathematics. And, even things in math that you didn't think were going to get applied, like number theory. Famously, G.H. Hardy didn't think that number theory was ever going to get applied. That's the basis of cryptography, right? There's lots of areas of math that people didn't think were going to get applied. But mathematics itself is, like, in a sense, a technology. It's like something that we know about.
Psychotechnology.
And yeah, it's the most fundamental one in a sense, right? And so if whatever, computerized, genetically engineered, 2.0 life form we are in the year 3000 or 30,000, if we are more advanced in mathematics, then we've made progress. And, the thing is that offers a lot of flexibility, right? When I say whatever life form we are, what we may be in the year 30,000 is to us as we are to, the Neanderthals, or, like our ancestor, like 70,000 years ago. Right. And that's fine. Right. That's actually what I think technological progress is, like having that era of history. Now, the opposite of that, by the way, some people will be like, oh my God, that's so weird. You're such a weirdo. That's horrible. We need to go back to nature. This actually, I think, is the real, kind of the rotating political axis. It's not left, right. It's up, down. Okay. Are we going up to the stars? Are we transhumanism? Are we transhumanists? Are we achieving 2.0? Are we, becoming super intelligent and, living forever and all this awesome sci-fi stuff? Or do people think technological civilization was a mistake? Are they full Unabomber? Are they anarcho-primitivists who want to blow everything up and return back to nature, to some idealized time where they could gambol in the fields and, be naked with a loincloth, Adam and Eve type stuff, right? And the thing is, I actually think that, as quote unrealistic as the transhumanist vision might seem, I can point to paper after paper after paper after every single thing I've talked about, from Limerick, go and look at bioelectricity. I just gave you a cite on the myostat null stuff. I have countless papers and citations on this. Unrealistic is not what transhumanism is about. It is about technically feasible. We can make mice glow in the dark with GFP protein, transplanted from jellyfish into mice. That's been true for 20 years. Genetics is way more modular than people think. Biomedicine is much more tractable than people think, with sufficient effort, which we haven't put in, with sufficient risk tolerance, which we haven't had, which hopefully cryptocurrency gives us, because it allows us to unbundle from the state and then rebundle into new states that might be more risk tolerant. So the problem with transhumanism isn't that it's unrealistic. In my view, I actually think that the anarcho-primitivist view is more unrealistic, because it kind of presumes that person will be the only one walking around in these Elysian fields.
Yeah. Well, right? From a purely economic standpoint, it's disastrous.
It's disastrous. This is the degrowth ideology, which is like it's a chaotic version of communism, right? If communism was like use the state to seize all the money, degrowth, which is like the Naomi Klein, DEGROWTH. Degrowth is basically like back to nature, destroy industrialized civilization, Unabomber style. Now, as I've said, the Unabomber at least had skin in the game. He actually really did live like a mountain man in the middle of nowhere, like a lunatic, but he actually did it. Okay. The carrying capacity of the world is not sufficient for everybody to go and live like that. And frankly, most people don't want to live like that. The problem is anarcho-primitivists don't simply want to live like that themselves. More power to them. There's mountains out there. Go knock yourself out. You can literally abandon civilization right now by just driving out there and running out into the woods. Go knock yourself out, right? The anarcho-primitivist doesn't want to just do that. They want to drag down civilization for everybody else. You ever seen the movie Contact?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah. The crazy guy who goes and blows up the thing that they're going to communicate with aliens because he's like this wide-eyed fundamentalist.
Yeah, right. Yes, I
right?
remember that. Yeah.
But fortunately, I'm giving away the ending, but it's, it's spoiler 24 years later. Okay. Yeah. But they have the second ship, right?
Yeah.
That's the decentralization backup plan, dog, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That actually encapsulates a lot of it. Where it kind of brings the whole thing together, right?
Yeah, no.
They might blow up, right? They might blow up the first ship. These fundamentalist lunatics might blow up the first ship, but the anti-growth people, whatever. But we've got the second ship, so we're gonna actually make it.
So the second ship, I mean, these are the networked states you've been writing about.
These are network stakes. These are the backup coins. This is basically the backup plan, because the first plan might not work. But if you've got determination, you know that the number one plan may not always work. But if there's a saying, right? This might be actually a Balajiism. I'm not sure if actually I heard it, but luck is having the coin come up heads, but hard work is flipping it enough times.
Huh. Interesting.
Right? So you flip it 100 times, you'll hopefully eventually get heads.
So the Balaji philosophy is always have a contingency plan.
That's certainly a big part of it. Yeah.